And the Trojans will boot it away to start the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the San Diego State Aztecs offense will get first crack at it.
He's a guy that this offense is built around him, but Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his man down the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Aztecs in the hurry-up. Might as well give it to him again. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Aztecs are rolling down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this morning. He wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those field.
Makes the grab inside the 30. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Napier. Let's think just a little bit about San Diego State. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. On first and goal, pulls it and runs to the right. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. It will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Wants to throw for it on third and goal. And to get rid of it quickly. Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute and put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Trojans offense will go to work for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. Running inside the 20. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
And how about this defense, man? You talk about providing a spark and some energy. They make the big interception. I think most importantly, Jesse, set their offense up in ridiculous field position.
And that's one thing this defense practices so much throughout the week, right? It's creating turnovers. They are so opportunistic on that side of the football. They've got athletes. They've got dudes that are dangerous once they get the ball in their hands, and you saw it right there on that tremendous return.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs! Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Notre Dame took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2012 Irish team led by Manti Te'o would just take the will of opposing teams. Impressive to watch. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. To the air, it's Mayaba. This one's complete. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down.
Completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Out of the shotgun on third down. Grab near the sticks. It's Brown. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw on third. Catch in the middle. It's Matthews. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. Back to throw. It's Mayava. Makes the grab down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Oh, they're after him. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, USC.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, give on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Aztecs will hustle to the line. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Conway. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Moss. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Out of the gun, the inside give. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught. It's Booth. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Using the quick game. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Headed to the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, San Diego State. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lining up, trying to convert this third and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Brown. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got it along the sideline. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Trying play action. Found the seam. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Trying to barge in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Trojans! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. USF looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Bulls. Offense, defense, and special teams all doing its part. Impressive, to say the least. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And the Aztecs want to pick up the tempo. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught close to the marker, it's Chavez. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
They've got the screen set up. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. They want to get this defense on its heels.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Aztecs are moving quickly down the field.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, and an array of possibilities here. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. Catch in the middle, it's Fowler. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Gets it out quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle, it's Brown. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for space, it's Jordan. They'll rip off 8 on that play, it's 2nd and 2. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. He's got him in the flat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll throw on 3rd down. Now improvising. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. This sophomore behind center has been surgical in his performance. The passing game absolutely firing on all cylinders. And best of all, they've protected the football. To the air on 2nd down. And the pass 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Aztecs decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The play action fake. Got it in the middle, it's Crockett. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Trojans moving quickly to the line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Trojans are in the red zone. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Touchdown, Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Looking to fire. Grab behind the line. It's Singleton. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun. Wants to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Sticky. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Aztecs will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Working that wide receiver screen. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Got it in the middle. It's Dickey. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Snagged in the middle. It's Moss. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moss.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Catch in the middle. It's Moss. That should be the final play of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the LA Coliseum.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground. Crosses the 35. Turning it on! And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lane, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground here, off right tackle. Makes a man miss. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Caught in the backfield, it's Matthews. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and woo, he took it.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Splits the uprights right down the middle. The lead now up to 7 at 24-17. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Mississippi State delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the SEC. Trust me when I say the party is on in Stark Vegas. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the Fun Belt, and that certainly held true again today.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. And that is incomplete. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. And the Aztecs will punt this one away. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be.
Huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Trojans will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gonna let it fly. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down for 42.
And man, that is a huge play for the defense because they had to stop the bleeding. The very last play, they gave up an explosive one, and all of a sudden it feels like the defense is on their heels. But what a great job in an individual effort, winning up front, getting around the block, and getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play.
The Aztecs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Chavez. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Bringing the heat. Oh, and he got shredded as he just got rid of the football. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. a sea of noise. The official says no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal, miss, make, great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Mayaba. They're working that left side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Here comes the offense on second down. He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Trojans come to the line on third down trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Trojans want to move quickly.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Here he goes breaking the pocket. At the 20, he's got space. He got past the sticks and slides to a stop, but there is a flag on the play. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
USC 24, San Diego State 17.
They couldn't connect on that 57-yard field goal, and now they'll put it in play from the 40. Complete to start this drive. And we've been waiting to see the spin move, and so too had the defense. They were ready for it. Gonna swing it on second down. With the catch, it's Dickey. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Rides to back and leaves it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Aztecs will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. From the gun, running back gets to give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Second down coming up.
On the run, it's Jordan. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Line is set on third down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a third down play. Off the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Finds a spot in the middle. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Trojans are marching down the field. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Creates a little space. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. Gives it on the option. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side. Just hammer it with this running back again. He noses his way into the end zone. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. SMU made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms that there is something special brewing with these Mustangs. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked on
everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Second down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The Aztecs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught, it's Singleton. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's sticky. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And the Aztecs are in the hurry-up. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Moss. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in. It's Singleton. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Wants to throw again. Fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Rush is on him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong that they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Here's the heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Well, that's not Lamar Jackson back there scrambling around. This is a guy the defense felt like if we can get him out of the pocket and flush him, we can get after him and chase him, bring him down. They did that one pretty easy there, getting the sack.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pressure coming. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Got a man. It's Fowler. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. That last completion sets them up on second down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Got a man. It's Brown. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They'll go to the ground. Slithers into space. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Gives it on the option. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And this one splits the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Moss. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. The Aztecs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. And the Aztecs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Napier. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle with Chavez. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Caught near the sticks. It's Chavez. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wilson. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Dickey.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground, and most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.